I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, double honors to the elders at Great Millstone, honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth, sincerity. It's your boy Arya, man. You know how we do it. We go straight in. All right, so this video is dedicated to Sicarii. If you don't know, or if you're unaware, now you're about to know, and you're about to become aware. During the Passover, they had a celebration after their Passover, which is totally going off according to the scriptures. Okay, because you're doing a celebration on the Passover. So basically, Sicarii gave their apology video, but within the apology video, they was trying to give reason to make it seem like what they did was correct, that they wasn't totally going off. Well, guess what? You were totally going off, because during the Passover, the day of the Passover, it's supposed to be a holy convocation. Guess what? That's not what you was doing. All right. On the Passover, you had a party, man, and that's not what you're supposed to do. Now, if you would have waited the next night to do that, then hey, you would have been correct. You'd have been in the green. But that's not what y'all did. The very night of the Passover, right after y'all had the lamb and the bread and the bitter herb, if y'all had that, I don't even know what they served. But let's just say you did have that. So after you had the bitter herb, the flatbread, the lamb, and the wine, and after you read the scriptures, y'all totally went into party mode, man. When that's totally going off. Because like the scriptures say, that first night of the Passover is supposed to be a holy convocation, as well as the seventh. But anyway, we're going to get into it, man. This Judges, chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawing waters. What is that noise of archers? Those represent ICBM missiles, all right? Who's going to be delivered from that noise? Who's going to be delivered from the nuclear fire that's about to smash Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America? Who's going to be delivered from that? The elect in the 1/3. In the place of drawing waters, that water represent the people. All right, what is this place known as? The Great Melting Pot, right? So this is the place of drawing waters. This is the place where it's a multitude of different nations of people in this country. And this is the place that's gonna receive those arrows from the archer. And those arrows are what? ICBM missiles. Nuclear fire. All right? That's gonna purify this place and destroy it and leave it desolate. It says, what? There shall they rehearse the righteous act. Who is that they? That day is those that's going to be delivered. That day is the elect in the 1/3. That's who's going to rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. Even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. And that's what we do. All right. When you pray, you what? You face towards the east. Towards what? Towards Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So we're supposed to rehearse the righteous acts. So let's go to Exodus, where we could read how we're supposed to rehearse and what things we should do during the Passover. All right, so we'll start here at verse 6. Exodus chapter 12, verse 6. And ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month, which is what? The Passover, which is the day which was Friday night. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening, and they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the house wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs. They shall eat it. So if you was going to rehearse this, what would you have to do? You would have to, on the 14th day, at evening, at night, you would have to prepare the lamb by what? By fire. Then have what? Unleavened bread, and eat it with bitter herbs. All right, it's giving you the blueprint on how to hold the Passover. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water. Exactly. So this is not to have a lamb soup. All right, this meat don't supposed to be made like a soup. All right, it's to be wet, but roast with fire. And you can't eat of it raw. It must be fully cooked. His head with his legs and with the pertinence thereof. Now, obviously we can't hold that. Why? Because nobody has a full lamb. All right, so obviously we can only do what we can do. That's why we're rehearsing. So that's why you get whatever piece of lamb that you could get. If you could get a lamb. If you couldn't get a lamb or find a lamb, you could have got a goat. Verse 10. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn. So if you didn't eat all the lamb that night, when the morning came, you would have to burn it, toss it away, throw it away. Verse 11, and thus shall ye eat with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. So that's what that's what you are to do when you are holding the Passover. This is how you should eat it. All right. You should eat it like you about to get up out your house, like in haste too, like shit is going down, like shit is hitting the fan. Verse 12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. Now we're going to skip down a little bit. Let's go skipping down to 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. And we are keeping it still to this day. The elect in the 1/3, that is. Ye shall keep it a feast by ordinance forever. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. And that's what we in right now. All right, we're still in the feast of unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your house. So Lord willing, if you hear my voice, you don't have no leaven in your house. That should have been thrown away. All right, on Saturday morning. Well, before Saturday morning. Should have just threw it away on Friday if you could have. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And in the first day, there shall be an holy convocation. You see that? So in that first day, which is the Passover, it should be what? An holy convocation. And in the 7th day, there shall be an holy convocation to you. So the 7th day that's coming up, Friday evening to Saturday evening, is another holy convocation, which is what is another word for a holy convocation? The Sabbaths. The Sabbath is also a holy convocation, which means this first day of this festival should be kept as a Sabbath, and the 7th day should be kept as a Sabbath. So with that said, if you know anything about the Sabbaths, you don't supposed to be doing no partying, man. You're supposed to be resting and reflecting. All right? And thinking of all the things the Most High have done for our people and what he's about to do for our people. And reading into the scriptures. And just relaxing. And drinking if you want. But long as you're relaxing. That's what it should have been. That's what y'all should have been doing. Not partying, man. Like I said, That next night, Saturday night, y'all could have done that. But the scriptures just told you that the first day and the seventh day shall be a holy convocation, man. No manner of work shall be done in it, save that which every man must eat. That only may be done of you. So the only thing that you can do on that first and seventh day, besides relaxing and reflecting, is cook. He allows you to cook. Allows you, every man must eat. You can do stuff to have food prepared. Verse 17, and ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this self same day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generation by an ordinance forever. So, like I said, y'all was going off, man. All right, you was going off, even by partying like that, man. So no matter amount of you trying to explain what you did, and nah, you wouldn't, that first day you didn't keep it as a holy convocation, man. All right, you fell into your list because you had all your people together. You had all your people together, and you just felt like partying, man. When you shouldn't have done that, man. Should have kept it as a holy convocation. And then when it rolled into Saturday night, y'all should have all got back together. Then y'all could have partied, man. If that's what y'all wanted to do, man. This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. See that? A holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord and all your dwellings. So that's what that first night's supposed to be like unto. Except for he's giving you the ability to be able to cook. All right? Where you can eat. That's the difference. That's the only difference between a Sabbath and the Passover day 1, and then the Feast of Unleavened Bread on day 7. That's the only difference. It is to be held as like it is to be held like a Sabbath, but you're able to cook. That is the only difference. You're able to cook. So, did you go off? Did y'all go off? Hell yeah, y'all went off. So all that explaining and saying that y'all held the Passover, and then after the Passover y'all partied, and you don't really see nothing wrong with that. You see something wrong with the other stuff, but you don't see nothing wrong with what y'all did. No, that was wrong what y'all did too, because it was still the Passover, man. You supposed to kept that first day, Friday sundown, the Saturday sundown, as a Sabbath of rest. But obviously you got the whole the service, and then the Most High allows you to cook. But other than that, y'all supposed to be reflecting on the past and thinking about all the things that the Most High is about to do and perform, and thinking about what happened to us in the ancient days. But that's not what y'all did, man. That's Isaiah 58, verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thy own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words. And that's what y'all did, man. All right. On day one of that Passover, man, y'all decided to do y'all own way, man. Y'all decided to do y'all own pleasure. Y'all decided to speak y'all own words. Y'all didn't y'all didn't take pleasure in the Lord's holy day, which was the Passover, which was to be kept on day one as a holy convocation, which a holy convocation is a Sabbath. You didn't delight in that. You wanted to do more. You wanted to go beyond and above, man. And that's where you fucked up, man. Point blank period. So we get one more scripture, man. We're gonna go to Mark. It's Mark 13, verse 1. And as he went out of the temple, one of his disciples said unto him, Master, see what manner of stones and what buildings are here? And Yahweh answering said unto him, Seest thou these great buildings? That there shall not be left one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives, over against the temple. Peter and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled? So as you can see, this is Yahweh sitting upon the Mount Olives. And this place, Mount Olives, is where Yahweh would always go to think, to reflect, and reveal secrets unto the apostles. Now, why did I read that? Because I wanted you to see what the Mount of Olives was all about. All right, this is a place where Yahweh went to, like I said, to reflect, to think, and reveal secrets unto the apostles, and to think upon the scriptures, and to pray to the Father. Now let's go to Mark 14. This is Mark 14, verse 12. And the first day of unleavened bread, when they killed the Passover, his disciples said unto him, Where wilt thou that we go and prepare that thou mayest eat the Passover? And he sent forth two of his disciples and said unto them, Go ye into the city, and there shall meet you a man bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him. And wheresoever he shall go in, say ye to the good man of the house, The master saith, Where's the guest chamber, where I shall eat the Passover with my disciples? And he will show you a large upper room, furnished and prepared. They are made ready for us. And his disciples went forth and came into the city, and found as he had said unto them, and they made ready the Passover. And in the evening he cometh with the 12. And as they sat and did eat, Yahweh said, Verily I say unto you, one of you which eateth with me shall betray me. And they began to be sorrowful, and to say unto him one by one, Is it I? And another said, Is it I? And he answered and said unto them, It is one of the 12 that dippeth with me in the dish. The Son of Man indeed goeth, as it is written of him, but woe to the man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. Good were it for that man if he had never been born. And as they did eat, Yahweh took bread and blessed and brake it, so that bread, the unleavened bread that you had during the Passover, this is the bread. It represents what? And gave to them and said, Take, eat, this is my body. So that bread represents Yahweh's bread. Salakia. So that bread represents Yahweh's body. All right, the unleavened bread that you have during the Passover. Verse 23. And he took the cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it. And he said unto them, This is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many. So that wine that you had during the Passover, that represents the blood of Yahweh of the New Testament. Verily I say unto you, I will drink no more of the fruit of wine of the vine, Salakia, until the day that I drink it new in the kingdom of God. So during the Passover, did Yahweh Shai them just, hey, let's get turned up? Nah, man. Once they drunk the wine, he was like, yo, I ain't even finna drink no more of this wine with y'all until we get in the kingdom. And when they had sung a hymn, they went out into the Mount of Olives. Now, did it say after they sung the hymn, after they did the ceremony, they went out and partied? No, they went to the Mount of Olives. And we just read what the Mount of Olives was, man. That's a place where the Most High went. It's a place where he went to think, reflect, and reveal secrets unto the apostles, man. Meaning they went and dealt in the scriptures, man. Meaning they went and thought about the past times, man. That's what they went and did, man. They ain't get lit, turned up, and party, man. So again, as I stated, no matter of all them, no matter how many words you try to add and try to make it seem like what y'all did was right, it was not right, man. Why? Because you did it on day one. Day one of that Passover. It's supposed to be a holy convocation. You went off. Like I said, if you would have waited until the evening of day two, then hey, you was all good, man. Now all that other stuff with the men trying to holler at the women, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Long as them women was single. And they asked, hey, y'all single? Hey, okay, they single. But again, like I said, that should have been done on day 2, day 3, 4, 5. You had all these other 6, had all these other days you could have did that. But day 1 and day 7, guess what? That's a holy convocation to the Most High, to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. It's supposed to be set apart, holy. So hopefully this lesson was edifying. So I'm done with it, man. Y'all went off, man. Ain't nothing. You can't do nothing but take the rebuke, correct yourself, and then if there's a next time, hold it the correct way, man. The way that Great Millstone hold it, like we always hold it, man. All right. What do Great Millstone do? We hold the Passover. We do the ceremony. After the Passover, well, after the ceremony, because it's still the Passover. So after the ceremony, we'll sit back, fellowship, go over the scriptures, read the scriptures, drink a little bit while steady going over the scriptures. Go outside, put up some curses, and stargaze, man, trying to see if we can see the chariots. That's what we do at Great Millstone, man. That's what we do at Great Millstone. And then the next morning, what we do, we get up, toss the lamb out the way, and continue dipping in the scriptures. All right, until the sun go down. Now, once that sun go down, then you could do what you do, man. Long as it's righteous, man. And now that we have the 7th day about to come up, guess what? We're gonna do the same thing back over again, man. Finna keep it as if it's a Sabbath, man. That simple, man. So anyway, man, all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honors to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth, sincerity. Shalom.